Alright guys, we're starting a little TikTok weight room vlog. We're going to show you what we do.
Get the butt down.
Discard all of your preconceived notions regarding rookie seasons. In addition to showing off her muscles, Caitlyn Clark is drawing attention and shattering records like they're made of paper. She has been hitting the weight room harder than a child at a candy store since she sprang into the league last year, and the results are astounding. She is seeking to dominate every game, not just win a championship, with new teammates who are almost basketball aristocracy. This is about taking the league as a whole to new heights, not just about lifting weights. Not to mention her incredible passing abilities. With her seasoned veteran's court vision, she makes defenders appear to be in slow motion. It's difficult to argue against it, especially with biceps that could likely bench press a car and a game that's sharper than ever. Let's first acknowledge the excitement surrounding her comeback before delving into her journey from college sensation to wnba powerhouse. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of Clark's off-season glow-up, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. Join us for all the latest buzz, wacky stats, and spectacular events in the WNBA. You won't want to miss a beat as we follow Caitlyn Clark's electrifying journey. In addition to making double takes, fans were halting, taking screenshots, and pondering, is this real or AI? Spoiler alert, for every defender who tried to push her around last season, it's terrifyingly real. But let's take a little look back before delving into her new messed up age. In 2024, Caitlyn Clark was already a sensation in the WNBA. As if it were any other Tuesday, she won the Rookie of the Year award, showered threes like a downpour, and was selected first overall. As she shattered records, however, she was also being broken in by tough, muscular veterans who made sure the rookie understood that the W isn't college, but rather survival of the strongest. What did Clark do then? Subtweets on Twitter? Not at all. Like it owed her money, she pounded the weight room. Back where it all started, courtside, she is now more than just the NCAA scoring queen. Her black t-shirt sleeves barely cover her biceps, which appear to have been carved out of rock, demonstrating her walking muscle. Whether intentionally or not, she was flexing even though she wasn't playing. Sports photographer Brie Larry confirmed the images, which were unaltered and unfiltered, by simply captioning one with, "Someone's been in the weight room." That was not taken lightly on the internet. Angel Reese had better hope that this season is canceled because Caitlyn is planning to put her to death. And that wasn't even the wildest take. One admirer said, "This doesn't even look real." She began bodybuilding when another joked she increased her range by 5 feet. Others just stopped trying to comprehend and dropped their mouths. This isn't possible. Next year, she won't be treated unfairly. The Caitlyn era was jacked. We're left with a Caitlyn Clark that the WNBA has never seen before. More prepared, louder, meaner, and stronger. What specifically changed then? Let's start by discussing numbers. When Clark joined the WNBA, she weighed a mere 152 pounds. Professionals were bouncing her like a pinball, but that would work in college. She became more self-aware than a Steph Curry movie. She immediately realized that she needed to strengthen herself. According to Stephanie White, her new head coach, "I am unable to be knocked about as often." When athletes are not just playing but also developing, you can tell they are tuned in. However, this was more than simply a show-off exercise. Clark purposefully designed his exercises to address his shortcomings directly. She concentrated on her low center of gravity, which is code for "don't get bodied on drives anymore," as White said. In order to develop pure fight you in the paint strength, she also focused on time under strain, which essentially entails lifting weights in deliberate, slow motions. And that just covers the tangible aspects. Even more harmful is what goes on behind the scenes. During her off-season, Clark also worked on improving her real game, particularly in areas where she wasn't yet at her best. She focused on practicing floaters, mid-range shots, and yes, the elusive left-hand finish at the rim. You would realize that was her weakness if you watched her freshman season. As if on a mission, the Fever even uploaded a video of her making layups with her left hand. Perhaps she is, since her Indiana Fever lost early in the playoffs despite her individual achievements in 2024, including winning Rookie of the Year once again, leading the league in assists, 8.4 per game, and recording 337 assists overall, a full 20 dimes ahead of Alyssa Thomas. They were sent packing in the first round by the Connecticut Sun, which further fueled the already raging Flames. The fever stocked up, big time, like any team with a generational player would. wnba royalty Sydney Colson, Natasha Howard, and Diana Taurasi, veterans who have won 7 championship rings between them, will be joining Clark for the 2025 season. That serves as a message to the entire of the league, not just backup. And they didn't end there either. Additionally, they brought in Brianna Turner, who also happens to be Angel Reese's former teammate. This is the same Angel Reese with whom Clark has had a heated on-court feud since college. Do you already feel the tension? Because the next season is beginning to resemble a 12-part HBO drama more than basketball. We haven't even discussed her quarterbacking moment yet. Clark didn't bat an eye when asked what NFL position she would play during an Eli Manning segment. Quarterback. No second guessing, no hesitation. It tracks too, to be honest. She had the type of court vision that would have made Peyton Manning happy, and she led the league in assists. In addition, he is her hero. Clark, a Colts supporter from Iowa, looked up to both Peyton and, more recently, Patrick Mahomes. Her passing style, which includes off-balance, crossbody, and sidearm dimes that thread the needle like a Sunday spiral, has more than a hint of Mahomes' flair. However, it was her pop-a-shot defeat that garnered the most media attention lately, not her death or even her gunshot. Really, yes. She was smoked when she played the classic arcade game against Eli Manning during Super Bowl week in New Orleans. Final score: Clark 51, Manning 76. As soon as the video became viral, she smiled and said, "I told you I'm bad at pop-a-shot." To be fair, however, Manning acknowledged that he had been preparing all week. Additionally, it should be remembered that pop-a-shot is a speed game rather than a skills competition. Even if Clark is unable to defeat a former NFL quarterback in a carnival game, she still has the ability to shoot 3 points. Therefore, it's okay to be intrigued if you're attempting to make the connection between Clark's off-court antics, her enormous biceps, and the fresh energy that's sweeping around Indianapolis. Even more intriguing, however, is the way she has been acting in public recently. Her attitude at recent Iowa games isn't even close to being described as passionate. She's not only nodding for the cameras while sitting courtside in sunglasses, she's actually shouting at the referees, "That's a bad call," before giving them a cheeky double thumbs up when the decision is in her favor. Her every move made it seem as if she was still a member of the Iowa Hawkeyes when she was seen cheering them on during their Big Ten Conference Tournament matchup against Michigan State, which the Hawkeyes won 74-64. Fans took note. On X, someone wrote, "Do you think she could be a coach someday? She will surpass even Kim Mulkey." In case you missed the illusion, that's Kim Mulkey, and it's not a compliment. Well, Mulkey is intense. But Clark's passion isn't only a show. It stems from her 4 incredible years at Iowa, when she utterly changed the NCAA record books. The Hawkeyes finished 34-5 in her last season, and Clark broke records like it was her favorite pastime. She became the all-time top scorer in NCAA Division I basketball history, yes, including men's and women's, with 3,951 career points. When fans see her lose her mind on the court, it's not about attention. It's about legacy. She was the Big Ten's all-time assist leader and twice won National Player of the Year. On that court, she left a piece of herself, and she continues to watch it develop. Let's zoom out for a moment now. Caitlyn Clark changed rather than just gaining weight. The collegiate sensation who had to dance past muscular opponents in order to score from the logo is no longer here. Clark 2.0 is here, stronger, more focused, more technically proficient, surrounded by champions, and of course, still the face of a team and league that is counting on her to continue creating history. It all starts over on May 17th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse as fever takes on Sky. Wait till a biceps-flexing, left-hand-laying, quarterback-minded Caitlyn Campbell returns to the court. If you thought the previous season was spectacular, she may be thinking, "I better do something to put on some mass to protect myself if they're not going to call these flagrant fouls, and they're going to let everybody in the league beat the crap out of me," after being physically mauled at times during the previous season. Is she currently the WNBA's strongest player? Well, wait till tip-off if it hasn't already. That concludes everything. What do you think then? Will Caitlyn Clark's summer makeover be enough to establish her as the WNBA's new face, or do you anticipate any unforeseen obstacles? How do you think her new teammates will affect her performance? Let's face it, what do you like most about her new appearance? Please share your ideas in the comments section. In order to get the most recent WNBA drama, highlights, and insights, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you like this video. Believe me, there is still a lot more to come. This season is just getting begun. I'll see you all at the next one.